Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be.
Hey loves, and welcome to my channel. This is Sarah here. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a curly Brazilian wool bundle at the comfort of your home. So as usual, the details for everything used will be listed down in the description box below. First things first, I'm going to be prepping my Brazilian wool and I'll be measuring it according to my desired length and comb it out. This Brazilian wool can be purchased in your local beauty supply store or can be purchased online. I'm going to be combing it out a bit. You can as well brush it out, but I find brushing Brazilian wool a bit difficult, so I always like to use my comb to comb it out a bit. I have a detailed video on how to prep Brazilian wool for hairstyles on my channel. I'm going to be linking it down in the description box below, so you can go check it out. For the weft on which I'm going to be crocheting the Brazilian wool, I'm going to be using my thread and I'm going to be bulking it about 3 or 4 times to make it a bit thicker. I'm going to be tying my thread to something so that it can be secure for me to crochet my wool onto it. Sorry guys, I keep saying crochet, but in this method we're just going to be tying a knot onto the thread to create the weft. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and you all know how to make knots, and this is how to create the bundle. For this bundle, I used 2 Brazilian wool. You can as well use a lot of Brazilian wool as much as you desire. Instead of using the thread, you can as well use the Brazilian wool to make the weft, then knot the hair onto it. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to be using my flat iron to flatten the knot area so that it is not bulky. Brazilian wool tends to melt when you use extra heat, so make sure that your flat iron is to a level that the hair can contain. I'm going to be using the stick method to curl the Brazilian wool. I have a video on my channel which shows the different methods you can curl Brazilian wool. I will link it on this video somewhere and also in the description box below, so you can go check it out. In that video, I showed 6 different ways you can curl Brazilian wool, so please check it out. And also let me know in the comment section below if there are other ways to curl Brazilian wool, and I would love to try it out. To curl the hair, I'm taking about 3 to 4 pieces of the Brazilian wool. I don't want the hair to be too bulky, if not the curls might not be too defined. So I'm taking about, let's say, 3 pieces of the Brazilian wool. Then I will twist and roll around my stick. Once I'm done, I'm going to be securing the top of the Brazilian wool, the top part of the section, with some bobby pins so that the hair doesn't move around or it doesn't unravel. Then I'll be securing the bottom part of the curl with rubber bands to make sure that it's all secured. This is how the hair looks like all done. I'm going to be using the hot water method. If you are an OG on this channel, or you've watched my video on how to curl the Brazilian wool, you know why the water looks white. If you haven't watched that video, as I said earlier, I'm going to link it in the description box below, so please go check it out, okay? Then you can come and continue with this video. This hair has to be properly dried before you unravel the curls. I left mine to dry overnight, but if you have the luxury of time, you can leave it as much as you want to dry properly. Then you can come and unravel it. So I'm going to be taking off my bobby pins as well as my rubber bands. Then I'll start unraveling the curls. Just a little tip to make sure that your unraveling process goes smoothly. You can apply some sheen spray if you have, so that it gives your curls or your hair a slip through and you'll be able to take it off the bamboo stick easily. Also, whilst unraveling the curls, you make sure that you do not stretch it. You do not stretch out the curls, because that will cause the curls to loosen up. You see how tight this hair looks in the video? Yes, this is exactly the way we want our curls to come out. I'm going to be using this last piece of curl to show you how to separate them. So you notice that I curled about 3 or 4 hair together. So what you're going to do is you're going to identify the weft, separate it at the top of the weft, then you begin separating it throughout the hair. You need to be gentle while separating it, because Brazilian wool tends to stick together. So you separate it one after the other. Then if you notice that some of the hair is a bit bulky, you can separate it again so that it becomes smaller bits. So that is how I separated everything together. I'm going to stretch it out so that the bundle becomes a bit longer. Then once I'm done, I'm going to trim off the edges. I'm not going to be doing a lot of trimming because I'm going to be using this hair for a style which will be coming up next, and stay tuned. Yes, I'm going to be using it for a style. Once I'm done with everything, I'm going to take off the Brazilian wool, make a knot at the tips of the bundle, then bend it a little bit with a lighter. You can use a lighter if you have, but I didn't have a lighter at my disposal, so I just used a match. So you can just bend it up a bit, then cut it. If you do not want your weft to be this spaced out, all you need to do is just pull the hairs closer to each other, then make the knot at the end of both sides so that it becomes tight and not spaced out like mine. And this is the bundle, guys. I just love the way this hair turned out. I'm just so excited and can't wait to show you the hairstyle that I used this bundle to make. The bounciness in this hair, it is to die for. Please do not forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you found value on it, and leave your comments and thoughts down in the comment section below, because I like to hear from you. Until we meet again in my next video, bye.